Hey everyone, Cherie Warwick here, Black Blockchain Consultants. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and welcome to 2019. Yes, it is another car video in the house. Okay, so in December last month, we talked about building a six-figure consulting business, and we had a really great time with our 4 sessions where we talked about that. Guess what? January, we're going bigger. That's right. We're going 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. And the whole conversation for this month is in regards to building, let's say, an 8-figure business. I have my friend Victoria Davenport coming to teach a class for us on that. So there are a few things you need in order to build an 8-figure business, which is different from a 6-figure business. So you could build a $150,000 a year consulting company by yourself and do everything yourself. You can do that. However, if you want to make 10 mil, 20 mil, 50 mil, you cannot do that alone. You will need people, you will need infrastructure, you will need systems in order to do that. And this is not necessarily you building just a blockchain consulting company. This is any kind of business. One of the things I suggest is that you consider having a product with that type of business. And that way, the service businesses are really tough. You can build a 7, 8-figure business as a service business, but it's helpful to have products alongside of it. So this is for any type of blockchain business, whether it's a consulting business or whether you are someone that's building a blockchain platform for a specific purpose. And there's a lot of purposes that you can build a blockchain platform for. So I want to tell you a few things that I think you need in order to grow an 8-figure blockchain business. Number one is you need what's called an elevator speech. If somebody asked you to tell them what your business does in 30 seconds or less, could you do that? And could you explain it succinctly and easily? For example, we are a platform that helps people with credentialing in the nursing field, or we are a consulting company that helps helps companies that are selling to Walmart get their blockchain systems up and running. Whatever it is. And speaking of Walmart, the only reason I'm thinking about that is because Walmart has instated a policy by September of 2019 that anyone that is selling them produce in their supply chain must be on the blockchain. That is a lot of money and a lot of opportunity for you if you are willing to get on the bandwagon right now and start targeting those companies. But I digress. So let's go back to you need an elevator speech. Number 2 is you need a target number. How many clients do you want to have? How many customers? How many daily active users, monthly active users, something that you are trying to hit. So I'll give you a great example. Within Black Blockchain Consultants, we have a goal in 2019 of 1,000 members. We also have a target of introducing 100,000 Black people across the diaspora to blockchain. 100,000. Right? So that goes into my number 3 is you got to have a plan to attract people to you. So we have to have a plan, and we've actually formulated a plan working with Audrey Taylor to get in front of 100,000 Black people across the diaspora with a heavy focus on people who are already in tech. Because if we get our name and information out to those individuals, and these are non-coders, these are professionals who just love technology, or who are in cyber or in communications, but they work for a tech company or they want to work for a tech company. But when we have that target of, okay, did we touch 100,000 people? Once we do that, we are fairly certain we'll get our 1,000 members. We also, as you know, in October, we are having our annual conference, our second annual conference in Atlanta. We touch 100,000 people, we'll get our 300 people in the room, et cetera, et cetera. So you've got to have that plan of, okay, I know I want to touch 100,000 people this year. What's my plan to do it? And it can't just be, I'm going to do social media and I'm going to post twice a day. Like, no, there has to be real meat behind it, as well as analytics and understanding your numbers and understanding human behavior and how we are going to move and ebb and flow with that. So you got to have a marketing plan. Now, the next thing you need, number 4, is something we did not discuss in that 6-figure class that is essential, and that is you got to have systems. Not only marketing systems, because touching 100,000 people, I can't do that by myself. I need a team, and we have a team assembled, and if you want to join that team, you're more than welcome. Reach out to us at blackblockchainconsultants.com. But you not only need a marketing system, you need an operating system with team members. Identify, if you don't have the names yet, identifying who those people are, what skills they need to have, what experience they need to have, because you're not going to be able to build a $10 million business by yourself. You're not going to be able to do everything by yourself. So you're going to need systems in place in order to help you as you're growing that business. Number 5 is, we already tiptoed around it a little bit, is you need people. You need people in order to grow an 8-figure business. And I think people come from the 2 E's, experience and excitement. In fact, I'm going to call it E squared. Experience and excitement. Number 1, does the person that you're looking at have the experience that you need in order to help you with whatever task you need within your company? That's number 1. And number 2, are they excited about your vision? You can have some people that are experienced with no excitement, and yes, they may get the job done, but they're not going to live up to their potential, and you're not going to be able to maximize that person. Same thing on the flip end. You can have somebody who is very excited. They're excited about what you're doing. But if they don't have the experience, you're probably not going to get the results that you're looking for. So you need E squared. And Tawana Rivers is going to come and teach a class in January, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. She's teaching part 2 of that 8-figure business consulting class. 8-figure blockchain business class. And she's going to talk about how to hire people, how to train people, how to motivate people, etc. And then the final thing that I think an 8-figure business needs is they need to know their numbers. And you, as the leader, even if you hate numbers, I'm not saying you have to know physics here. I'm saying you need to know how much money did you make in revenues? How much money are you making in expenses? How much money are you willing to spend to get a customer? What are your Google Analytics? I was shocked just from my other company. You guys know I own a business plan company as a full-time business. I was shocked to see the top 2 videos that I had produced years ago. I mean, they have the most views on them when I started really looking into my analytics. And then all of a sudden I realized, no wonder I get so many calls for these two industries, because I did these videos and people are searching for them and they're watching them. Well, now I have to decide based on the analytics, do I want to do more content like that? But that goes to knowing my numbers. So, let's talk a little bit then about the class that's coming up starting on January 14th. It is a 3-part class on building an 8-figure blockchain business. 8-figure blockchain business. It may not necessarily be consulting. It may be a platform you want to start, or something else within blockchain. Doesn't necessarily have to be a consulting company. But session 1 will be Victoria Davenport, and she is coming to give you the steps to building an 8-figure business. Then session 2 will be our very own Tawana Rivers, talking about hiring, motivating, retaining your team members. And then part 3, I'm going to teach yours truly, and I'm going to talk about marketing for an 8-figure business and sales for an 8-figure business. So if you are part of Black Blockchain Consultants in our inner circle, you're a member, of course you will get it at a discounted rate. If you are not a member, you are welcome to join us, be a part of our group, and then you also can get access to the promo code, and you can get in for a reduced price. And also, if you just want to consider being a part of Black Blockchain Consultants, we are already over 150 members. We're going to grow to 1,000 members this year. Our whole thing is to produce an ecosystem where you are able to get blockchain jobs, establish blockchain careers, start your blockchain businesses, team with people, potentially get funding for your businesses, and grow wealth. Get wealth from this $3.1 trillion industry. There's so much opportunity in this industry, and all I want is for you to find what your niche is going to be, discover that, be based in that, and go for it. Go for it. Because there are going to be millionaires and billionaires made from the blockchain, and it's not too late to get in. You just have to figure out what it is you want to do, stand in that, keep moving, have a stick-to-itiveness thought process. You got to talk to people. You're going to have to market. You're going to have to sell. You're going to have to get out there and network. You're going to have to be clear about what it is that you are offering. And the most important thing, and I'm going to go a little religious here, you're going to have some faith. But remember, faith without works is dead. So you're going to have faith, and you got to also act. Do 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours every day to push yourself towards your blockchain dreams. And if you do that, this could be the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm going to close with this final thing, because I've been on this kick. I've been studying this woman named Erica Williams, who talks about building assets. And we say that from the J. Morrison Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Scam or no scam, I'm not getting into that piece of it. But group economics. If you are not taking the money that you're earning from blockchain and investing it in real estate, investing it in the stock market, investing it in certain types of businesses that cash flow, if you are not doing that, you will not get generational wealth. You'll make money, but you won't get generational wealth. And I really don't want that for you. So one of the things I want to work on is getting Erica to come to the group and do a presentation for us. But please have a plan for the money that you're about to get from the blockchain. Other communities group, they partner up, and they own things. And there's a gentleman named Andre C. Hatchett, and he has a saying, own or be owned. We have to own something. And I want you to have the end goal of, what am I going to own? Are you going to own your own home when this is done? Are you going to own your own car outright, not have a car note? Are you going to own real estate, rental properties? Are you going to own a stock portfolio of dividend stocks? Are you going to own some businesses that you can basically get some passive income from? You know, what is it that you're going to own when all of this is over? How are you going to get wealth? Because getting wealth is different from just making revenues. Getting wealth is really, really about ownership. It's about ownership. So that's it. That's my rant for today. If you want to join the course, the links will be in the description box, and we look forward to seeing you. Starting January 14th, the 8-figure business blockchain business course is coming to your Zoom screen. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find me, blackblockchainconsultants.com. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.